Joining me now is my wonderful Wednesday panel with former Victorian Liberal Party President Michael Kroger and media commentator Melissa Hoyer. Gang, we've got some breaking news with Trent Zimmerman saying he will part with my party on the religious discrimination bill. And he said he could not live with himself if he did not stand up on this. Michael, I'm not a fan of this legislation for various reasons, probably a little bit different to Trent Zimmerman's, but surely he knew what his party's position was when he took this to the last election. How can he now say he's not going to vote for it?
I don't think the details, Rita, were known at the last election. I mean, Scott had indicated he was supporting freedom of religion bills. Legislation, but I don't think the exact details of to this extent were known, and now we've got the Labor amendments coming in. Look, I respect Trent, but I'm an old-style Liberal, and I always prefer people to have their say in the party room, and whatever the majority of the party room says, I think that's what we should do. I've never been a fan of crossing the floor. I know people do it; it's a long tradition of the party, but it's not something I'd do if I were ever an MP, I'm afraid to say.
Melissa, this legislation, I think, is going to cause all sorts of headaches for the government leading up to the election. We've got high-profile people like Ian Thorpe coming out, speaking out against it passionately. What do you think the impact is going to be? Are they going to be able to appease some of those opponents by amendments?
Yeah, I mean, there will be some LNP members who will cross the floor, whether and by the sound of it, Trent Zimmerman will be one. But yeah, it's one of those sort of very emotive issues that you either stand one way or the other. Whether it does get passed, I mean, who knows at this stage, but there's certainly, when you start getting high-profile people involved, as you said, like Ian Thorpe, and particularly sort of that younger wave of sort of gender and political activists, I think it will be an issue with the election, but it certainly won't be one of the major issues when it comes down to when we're in the polling booth.